Thanks a lot again for taking time to be on the Fight Report. And we were talking to UFC Lightweight Drew Dober. There we go. We're back on. The UFC Lightweight Drew Dober, of course, fighting Marco Polo Reyes. You can check that out. UFC Fight Night Minneapolis, Saturday, June 29th on ESPN. And he trains at Elevation Fight Team in Colorado. And we appreciate you taking time to be on the show.
No, man, I love being on the show. So thank you for the opportunity.
Oh, anytime, my friend, anytime. Thanks for supporting us and always being a great guest. And, my first question for you is talk about what you're looking really to showcase in this fight and improvements that you feel you've made since your last one, that you're going to make since your last one, rather.
Oh, just improvements of just overall technique, game plan. And, I'm ready to showcase what I've always been doing, which is just looking for the knockout and making the fight fantastic.
And talk about your opponent, Polo Reyes. I know he was knocked out in his last fight. However, prior at one point, he had 3 wins in a row in the UFC, so he's a tough guy, knows how to get it done. But what are you looking to expect from him?
Oh, just watching his fights. He's a good striker. He's not afraid to exchange. He's got a couple knockouts as well, so he's got some heavy hands. So I'm looking forward to just going toe to toe, standing and trading, and just making a fight of the night of this fight.
And talk about what do you feel has made a difference for you in your fight camp for this one? Who's prepared you for war? Who's really gotten you motivated to come out there?
To be completely honest, I've been going rounds and rounds and rounds with Justin Gaethje.
Okay.
So as far as somebody will just stand and trade with you, like I got the best guy in my division. So him and I have been having some fantastic sparring rounds all camp.
Yeah, has he indicated to you when he wants to return?
When it comes to him, like he's eager to return as soon as possible. As soon as one of the opponents at the top, become available or eager to fight. Definitely. I would love to see like a Conor McGregor, Justin Gaethje. That would be fantastic.
Yeah, that would be very exciting. It's a fan favorite fight right there.
Yes.
Yeah, and of course he deserves it. Being a veteran of so many years, he deserves to get that opportunity to make some, financial gains as well.
Oh, yeah, and it would definitely draw more eyes to, Justin Gaethje's fighting style. He sacrifices a lot to entertain the fans, and he's well deserving.
Absolutely. And what do you feel like is going to be the outcome of the fight? Like, where do you visualize the fight going and being prepared for no matter what it happens? Even if you're, losing positions, what do you think is going to be where you win the fight?
Oh, I think I'm going to win in the standard department. Marco Polo Reyes is fighting in my comfort zone. I like standing and trading as well. But I view myself as a better brawler. I work diligently on becoming a better striker every single day. So, he's going to pose some problems. He's a tough dude, very talented individual. So, but I view myself winning in the stand-up department.
And after this fight, how soon do you want to fight again? Are you looking to take one in a couple months in the fall?
Oh, yeah, of course. Like as soon as possible. My game plan this year was to get 3 fights in this year. So, I come out this fight unscathed. I can get one as soon as possible in the fall.
And you had the chance to meet the fans at the UFC Rochester. Now, is this the first time you did something like this? And was that a good experience?
This is my second time. I did one a while ago. And, I keep on asking the UFC to keep sending me out to meet fans. And, it's a huge privilege to meet everyone that watches my fights. And I have a lot of fun. And just with my new management group who's, giving me more opportunity to talk to the fans, I'm all about it. So after this fight, I'm probably going to head out to the International Fight Week, do what I can out there. And I just want to stay active, whether I'm in the cage or out of the cage, just talk and shop with everyone that, supports me.
Oh, yeah, that's a big fan destination. If anyone hasn't been, I've been before.
Yeah, it's going to be super entertaining.
Yes. And your teammate, Austin Hubbard, now lost his UFC debut. So did you have any advice from him when you talked to him after the fight? It was a tough loss to Davy Hamos. He survived all 3 rounds against a guy that was a perpetual finisher.
Yeah, I talked to him afterwards, and I think it was just we all want the win. We all want to win, but
Right.
unfortunately, like, one person wins, one person loses. And the cards were stacked against Austin. He's coming in here fighting like a UFC vet who's super tough, all first-round finishes, and it's a really tough individual. And I think Austin just showcased his talent and his ability to hang in there. And this jiu-jitsu black belt, world-class black belt, had his back on two separate occasions, and Austin was able to escape, have some great moments of his own, and take this guy to a decision. So I told him, he's ready for the UFC. And
Right.
his next fight, he's going to get a different guy, and it's just going to show, what Austin's truly made of.
True. Definitely. And looking forward to that fight as well. And talk about being someone that, Austin and other fighters from the gym have looked up to since you're a veteran UFC. You competed at Strikeforce prior as well. And who do you feel will be next to join you in the UFC?
Oh, man, we have a long list of guys. I think Anthony Adams, who was on the Contender Series.
Yeah.
I think he's getting up close. Lavelle Simpson, he's getting up there. He's one of my close training partners, always beats me up every single day. Carrington Banks, he was on the Ultimate Fighter when they did American Top Team versus Black Zillions.
Yeah.
He's on the team, and he gives me some tough rounds. So, the next generation, even this generation, we're going to have more and more guys from Team Elevation, competing in the UFC. I'm quite privileged to have such monsters to share the mat with.
Oh, yeah, definitely. And, you guys are also recruiting from, all over the country, maybe in the world as well, to bring in the best looks and the best fighters, right?
Yeah. And I think Team Elevation supports the learning, and getting better. You go to other gyms and just beat the crap out of you. Where, in Team Elevation, we have some tough rounds. We're looking to get better. We're looking to improve each other. And, I'm not looking to just selfishly get my own wins. I'm looking to help, everyone on my team get their wins. And, as soon as Gaethje gets his next fight, I'm going to be throwing down with him, get him ready for his. So, it's a true family up at Team Elevation.
True, definitely. And how do you intend establishing yourself in the lightweight division and climb up to the top 10 after this fight?
Just be as entertaining as hell. I think Donald Cerrone kind of wrote my blueprint of just how to get it done. Win or lose, I'm just every moment I have in the cage, I'm just going to entertain the fans and fight as much as possible. And doing it in the lightweight division is super exciting. I think lightweight division is the most exciting, the most talented. It's a killer's row, with Tony Ferguson and Dustin Poirier and Khabib. And if I'm going to test myself and I'm going to entertain the fans, I want to do it at the best in the world. And lightweight division it's that.
Definitely, man. And every fight that they're bringing out, it's a delivering, especially at the main event level. Especially, and you just alluded to Cowboy and that fight he had with Ferguson, and I was there. It was an amazing fight. I'm sure you've seen it, and we're just wowed by these two veterans.
Yeah. I'm extremely excited about the Abu Dhabi card and watching Khabib and Poirier, and then of course see what's next for Conor and what's next for Cerrone, and then how just going to go into the mix. It's just such a cluster of just extremely talented but also exciting guys.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, very compelling. And talk about what can we expect from you on June 28th, and how do you feel like the fans at the Target Center in Minneapolis, they're going to be on your feet, after your fight?
Yeah, we're talking the 28th, because the 28th, I finally get to weigh in and celebrate.
Right.
But the 29th.
That's what I meant, 29th.
the same Drew Dober that always enters the cage, living in the moment, enjoying the process, being in the cage, and just being able to perform martial arts, for the fans, and having a tremendous dance partner like Marco Polo Reyes. Just same old, just a little bit better.
Gotcha. Well, I appreciate the time, Drew, for being on the Fight Board today. If there's anyone you'd like to thank, go ahead.
I just like to thank my management at Balaji for getting me these opportunities, more fights, more opportunities to talk to the fans. I'm truly blessed to sign with them and having them represent me. Excellent.
Well, thank you again, Drew, for taking time to be on the Fight Board. And if you just have a minute, I'd like to get a quick prediction from you for a fight. Okay? All right.